Hello everyone, this is Sarana Prasad here, and in this video let me explain you why Valentine's Day is celebrated on 14th of February every year. Long time ago, Valentine's Day was celebrated as a festival called Lupercalia in ancient Rome, where there was a tradition like women were beaten by men with a belt or a thong, and also they were hit with stones. And they believed by following this kind of tradition was good to their life. So it looks so weird and also so strange. So in this video, let's see why Valentine's Day is celebrated on 14th of February every year and the history behind Valentine's Day. And also let's see who this person Valentine actually is. So Valentine's Day is a festival, is a Christian feast festival day, which is dedicated or which is celebrated in the honor of Saint Valentine, who lived in ancient Rome in the 3rd century. So as I told you earlier, there was a festival called Lupercalia in ancient Rome, and this festival was celebrated by people of pagan religion. And Valentine's Day actually was started to be celebrated to Christianize this festival and also to spread Christianity religion. So this Lupercalia festival had a tradition like initially two animals were sacrificed. That is, a dog and goat would be sacrificed, and whatever the blood that comes out from those animals would be smeared on the forehead of men. And later women were beaten by men with a thong or a belt, and that belt or thong would be cut from the animal skin. And also later on the men and women would have physical contact with each other. And they believed that by following this kind of tradition would turn young unmarried women attain maturity, and also the pregnant women deliver baby easily. So this was the reason why this tradition was actually followed. But eventually this Roman festival, this Roman ancient festival got converted into a Christian feast day, and today this Christian feast, Valentine's Day, is celebrated by couples of all the religions all over the world. So let's see how this actually happened. So during the 3rd century AD in ancient Rome, there was also a king called King Claudius, who was a very ambitious person and who also wanted to win many provinces and many countries all over the world. So to achieve all his ambition, he wanted many young unmarried people of Rome to join his army. So he called all of them to join the army, but eventually, slowly after many years, these people lost interest in joining the armies, as they had to face lots of hardships in going to wars, and also they had to be separated from their families. So these people lost interest in going to army and going to wars, and they thought that if they get married, they wouldn't be called to join the army. So they all decided to love and marry women and also to stop going to armies. But this King Claudius came to know this, and he imposed a ban on marriages. He told that no young unmarried men belonging to the pagan religion has to marry. But these people thought to secretly marry, and Saint Valentine, there was also a king called Saint Valentine in ancient Rome during that period, and he was a person with very huge virtuous qualities, and he decided to help these people of pagan religion to get married. So he secretly helped these people to get married, and eventually he helped many unmarried couples of pagan religion to secretly get married according to Christianity religion, and he made all of them convert to Christianity religion. But King Claudius, he came to know this, and he was angered by all the deeds of Saint Valentine, and he decided to imprison Valentine. But and later he decided to imprison Valentine, and he imprisoned him, and he also decided to sentence him to death. Finally, there in the prison, he met a blind woman and he also healed and cured this blind woman, and eventually he also spread all that light of love and happiness among everyone in the prison, and also spread with his virtuous qualities among everyone. Finally, on the eve of Lupercalia, that is on February 14th, because Lupercalia was a festival celebrated on February 15th every year. So on the eve of Lupercalia, Saint Valentine was executed to death, and before his execution, he actually wrote a letter to the woman whom he had loved, saying that towards the end he had mentioned a note that from your Valentine, and this was and this is how this name Valentine gained huge recognition. And slowly Christianity was adopted by many people in ancient Rome, and this led to the establishment of the Roman Catholic Church by the 5th century. So in the 5th century, the Pope at that time, called Pope Gelasius, decided to abolish this root practice of Lupercalia, and he also wanted to Christianize this feast and also wanted to spread Christianity everywhere. So to achieve all his motives, he decided to honor Saint Valentine and create a feast in his name. And he eventually created that feast on 14th of February, and he called that feast day as Saint Valentine's Day. and that was the beginning of celebration of Saint Valentine's Day. And slowly during the Middle Ages, this Valentine's Day was actually dedicated a lot to love and lovers, as Saint Valentine was remembered to have saved many lovers. So, and eventually, and slowly many European countries invaded and conquered many countries, and even their tradition spread everywhere. Even the Britishers entered India, and their tradition was followed in India also. So that is how the Valentine's Day started celebrated people across all the religion. But today Valentine's Day is marketed as a business among these business people. So they wanted to sell their commodities. They do market this Valentine's Day. So they say that only when you do present gifts to your lovers, it's actually a very good Valentine's Day. So because of this, Valentine's Day today has become a very profitable day for the business people. In America alone, it's believed that over 20 billion money is spent by the people. So this is what is the present condition of people who follow Valentine's Day. So this is what I wanted to tell you in this video. So hope you would have understood all. I've told you what Valentine's Day is all about, the history behind Valentine's Day, and also who this person Valentine is all about. Hope you would have understood this video. We can meet in some other video as soon as possible. So see you until then. Take care. Bye.